You give your dog these treats out of love, but what if one of them is quietly stealing years from your dog's life? Vets have been warning owners about these everyday foods for years, yet millions still feed them. Chances are, at least one is in your kitchen right now. As we go through the list, count how many of these you've been feeding your dog. Let's uncover them one by one, and start with rawhide. You walk into any pet store, see a whole wall of rawhide chews, and think you're doing something kind. That's the trap. Rawhide isn't food. It's the inner layer of animal hide, scrubbed with chemicals, pressed flat, and dried into a chew. Your dog gnaws it, and it turns into a slippery, gummy wad. Big chunks tear loose and get swallowed whole. Now there's a lump in the gut that cannot break down, swelling, slowly choking off the intestine. Vets beg owners to ditch these, yet the shelves stay full and the bowls keep filling. It's marketed like a treat. It behaves like a trap. Throw it out and reach for something that digests. Number 18, you've almost certainly done it yourself. Probably this week. The cheese and dairy? Ever hidden a pill inside a chunk of cheese? Of course you have. That's number 18. And your vet has quietly pleaded with you to stop. Here's why. Most adult dogs are lactose intolerant. As they grow, they lose the enzyme that breaks down milk sugar. So every bite of cheese, every lick of ice cream, every splash of milk can twist their stomach into knots. And dairy hides a second weapon: fat. Feed cheese often enough, and you're loading the gun for pancreatitis. Remember that word? It comes back again and again. A single crumb won't wreck most dogs. The daily habit will. The string cheese, the pizza crust, the endless, just a little, in a body a fraction of your size. Number 17 isn't about what's inside the food, it's the shape. The corn on the cob. Here's a strange one. The food is completely safe. It's the shape that kills. Corn? Fine. The cob? That's number 17, and vets warn about it every summer, only to watch owners hand it over anyway. Picture the backyard barbecue. Your dog snatches a stripped cob and trots away thrilled. But a dog's gut cannot break a cob down. It slides in part way, then wedges tight, a perfect, immovable plug. Nothing gets past it. The dog stops eating, starts throwing up, goes quiet and miserable, and the only way out is often a surgeon's hands. Every summer brings a fresh wave of these cases, all from a scrap flicked off a plate. Kernels? Fine. Cob? Never. Guard the trash, too. Number 16 feels like the most natural thing in the world. Cooked bones. Dogs and bones. That's natural, right? That single belief is exactly why number 16 is so dangerous, and why it's the warning vets repeat the most, and owners ignore the most. Wild dogs do chew bones, but the second you cook one, everything changes. Heat dries the bone out and turns it brittle, so instead of bending, it shatters into splinters as sharp as glass. Picture those shards sliding down your dog's throat. They slice the gums. They lodge in the windpipe. They can puncture the stomach wall from the inside out, and your dog swallows the shard happily, tail wagging. You won't see the damage for hours. Raw bones are their own debate. Cooked bones are a flat no. Number 15 is sitting in your snack cabinet. The salty snacks, movie night, bowl of chips, and a dog staring you down like you owe it something. That's number 15, and just one chip is how it always starts. Vets say, quit the sharing. The bowl of chips says otherwise. The problem is salt, and it piles up terrifyingly fast in a small body. Too much sodium drags the water right out of your dog's cells, and in the worst cases, you get salt poisoning, raging thirst, a wobbling walk, tremors that will not stop. Chip, pretzels, salted popcorn, jerky, everyone carries far more sodium than a dog should touch. And plenty are dusted with onion and garlic powder, a whole separate danger. Here's the truth. Your dog isn't begging for salt. It's begging for you. Number 14 owns every holiday table in America. Ham and deli meat. It's the holidays. The ham is carved, the deli tray is out, and slipping the dog a slice feels like pure generosity. It's actually number 14, and every holiday vets beg owners to stop, and every holiday they don't. It's a triple threat. First, salt, drowning that slice and risking the poisoning we just covered. Second, fat. Hello again, pancreatitis, the villain that refuses to leave this list. Third, the nitrates and preservatives crammed into processed meat that a dog's body was never built to handle. So that harmless slice of ham is a salt and fat bomb with a lit fuse. And on a special occasion, owners hand out double. On the one day, the vet's office is dark. Number 13 is the one you'll feel guiltiest about. Fatty scraps and bacon. I've teased this word twice now. Here's the payoff. Number 13, fatty scraps and bacon, is the one vets plead against constantly and lose that fight daily because it genuinely feels like love. Bacon grease over the kibble, the fat off your steak, buttery leftovers scraped into the bowl. To your dog's pancreas, all that love is an ambush. A sudden flood of rich fat can set the pancreas violently on fire. That's pancreatitis, the ghost haunting this whole list. Picture savage belly pain, nonstop vomiting, a dog that suddenly refuses to stand. The bad cases live on IV fluids for days, and some never come home. The cruelest twist? The tastier the scrap, the more dangerous it is. Number 12 is sold to you as health food. Avocado. This one rides the wellness trend straight into your dog's bowl. Avocado, number 12, is plastered across every brunch menu as a superfood, so owners figure something that healthy can't hurt. Vets say skip it, the trend says feed it, and guess who wins? Wrong on two fronts. First, avocado contains persin, a compound that turns a dog's stomach and sends it bolting for the yard. But the nastier threat is that giant pit. Dogs gulp it whole, and it's the perfect size to jam in the throat or block the gut solid. Surgery, again. And the flesh? Loaded with fat, dragging us right back toward pancreatitis. That's the fourth time fat has surfaced. Notice the pattern? No guacamole, no toast crusts, lock that pit away. Number 11 is trending in every natural diet video online. Raw fish and salmon. Scroll any dog forum and someone is swearing by raw feeding. Clean, natural, ancestral. Number 11 is where that trend bites back, and where vets warn raw feeders directly, only to get scrolled right past. Certain raw fish, especially salmon and trout from the Pacific Northwest, can carry a parasite that hides a specific bacteria inside it. Your dog eats it, and days later can develop salmon poisoning disease. Every bit as grim as the name promises, and fatal if nobody catches it in time. The signs creep up slowly: a fever, a droop, swollen glands, a gut in full revolt. Add the ordinary risks, parasites, splintering bones, and natural looks reckless. The fix is insultingly simple. Cook it, plain, no seasoning. Number 10 is one of the strangest poisons vets have ever seen. Macadamia. Nuts. A dog walks in, back legs buckling, trembling, burning up with fever, and the cause is a nut. Number 10, macadamia nuts, is one of the weirdest toxins in veterinary medicine because nobody can fully explain why it wrecks dogs so hard. Vets beg owners to keep these locked away, yet most leave the jar wide open. What we know is the picture. Within 12 hours, a healthy dog can go weak, shaky, feverish, barely able to stand. It looks like the animal is falling apart in real time, and it takes shockingly little. A small handful will do it. Worse, these nuts hide where you least expect. Cookies, trail mix, gourmet chocolate bars, that gift basket on the counter. Number 9 sounds impossible until it's happening in your kitchen. Raw yeast dough. Number 9 sounds like a joke. It is not. Vets repeat this warning every holiday season to owners who never quite listen. You set bread dough out to rise, step away for 2 minutes, and your dog inhales a chunk. Now, 2 emergencies fire at once. 1. Your dog's warm, wet stomach is a perfect oven, so the dough keeps rising, inside, swelling and stretching the belly until it's drum-tight and dangerously bloated. 2. As the yeast ferments, it pumps out actual alcohol, poisoning your dog from within at the same moment. A swelling stomach and a drunk dog from a loaf that never reached the oven. Watch for a bloated belly, pacing, dry heaving, a stumbling wobble. Rising dough goes up high, never the counter. Number 8 hides inside almost everything you cook. Onions and garlic. You will almost never feed number 8 on purpose. That's what makes it so sneaky, and why vets beg owners to check labels, only for almost nobody to do it. Onions and garlic hide in nearly everything you cook. The gravy, the leftover pasta, the seasoned rice, the scraps you scrape off without a glance. But every member of that family carries a compound that hunts down your dog's red blood cells and blows them apart. The result is anemia, a dog gone pale, weak, gasping for air, and the quiet horror. It's cumulative. Little bits, day after day, until the damage surfaces all at once. Garlic is the stronger of the two, and some still swear it's good for dogs. It is not. From here on, every food left can land your dog in the ER. Caffeine. You pour your coffee, set the mug on the table, and start your day, never guessing you just armed number 7. Your vet has warned you about this. Your morning routine ignores them. Caffeine hits dogs for the same reason chocolate does. It's a stimulant their bodies simply cannot process. And dogs don't take a polite sip. They down the whole mug, chew soggy grounds out of the trash, raid tea bags, energy drinks, caffeine pills. Enough of it, and the heart begins to gallop, the muscles start to shake, and seizures aren't far behind. The real trap is concentration. Grounds and loose tea hold far more caffeine than the drink itself, so the garbage is deadlier than the cup. Seal the grounds, push the mugs back. Number 6 turns a party into an emergency. Alcohol. Every party has this exact moment. A drink sits forgotten on the coffee table. Somebody chuckles about letting the dog have a sip, and the room laughs. Number 6 is where that laugh dies. Vets plead that it's not a joke. The party laughs anyway. Dogs handle alcohol nothing like we do. Their bodies are a fraction of our size, so a splash that wouldn't touch you can crater their blood sugar, temperature, and blood pressure all at once. A drunk dog isn't a funny video. It's a poisoning. You'll watch it stumble, lose its bearings, get sick, and in bad cases, breathe slower and slower. And it isn't just the obvious drinks. Rum cake, spilled beer off the floor, even raw dough smuggles alcohol in. Number 5 is something your dog is hunting for right now. Moldy food and garbage. Your dog is a scavenger. It cannot help it. And to a scavenger, number 5, the trash can, is a treasure chest. Vets beg owners to lock the bin, yet it stays open in kitchen after kitchen. Here's the danger buried inside: moldy food. Certain molds pump out toxins that go straight for the nervous system, and within hours, a dog can be twitching, shaking uncontrollably, overheating, sliding into seizures. This is no upset tummy. It's a full neurological emergency from the most boring sources imaginable: the moldy bread, the forgotten leftovers, the compost heap out back. The gut punch? It's almost entirely preventable. A locking lid, a closed door, a fenced-off compost pile. That's the whole defense. Only 4 foods left, and they are the deadliest of all. Stone fruit pits, cherries, peaches, plums, apricots, summer in a bowl, and number 4 hiding right inside them. Vets warn about these every summer, and every summer, the pits keep hitting the ground. The soft fruit is mostly fine. The pit is a double execution. First, it's a flawless choking plug. Hard, round, exactly the wrong size, it jams in the gut and refuses to budge. And you know where that road ends. Second, those pits, stems, and leaves carry actual cyanide. A dog crunching through pit after pit can swallow a toxic dose. Dilated pupils, gasping breath, gums flushed alarming red. So the real threat isn't the peach your dog swipes. It's the mound of pits in the compost, or the fruit tree dropping them across the yard. Number 3, everyone recognizes, and still gets wrong. Chocolate. Yes, you already know about number 3. It's the warning every single vet gives. And every year, dogs still eat it. But do you know why chocolate is deadly? It's a compound called theobromine, a stimulant dogs cannot clear the way we can. So it builds, and builds, until it overwhelms the heart and nervous system. a hammering pulse, full body tremors, and in the worst cases, seizures. Here's the detail that catches people out. Darker is deadlier. A square of baking or dark chocolate packs several times the theobromine of milk chocolate, so a tiny amount of the wrong kind is plenty, and a dog can smell it across the house. It'll raid a purse, scale a counter, tear open a gift under the tree. It's never a wait and see. Number 2 frightens vets more than anything: grapes and raisins. Ask a vet which food scares them most, and number 2 comes up again and again because nobody can explain it. Vets beg for 0. Owners keep rounding up. Grapes and raisins cause sudden kidney failure, and here's the nightmare: no safe amount exists. One dog devours a whole handful and shrugs it off. The next eats a single grape and its kidneys shut down within days. There's no way to know which is which, so the only safe number is 0. Raisins are worse, concentrated into a tiny toxic bullet, so the oatmeal cookie, the trail mix, the cereal on the floor are all threats. And the early signs are cruelly vague: a little sick, a little tired, until the kidneys are already failing. Which leaves number 1, the deadliest food, in the friendliest disguise. Number 1, xylitol. And here it is, number 1, the single most dangerous food on this list, hiding inside something you hand your dog as a reward. Vets beg owners to read the jar, and the most loving ones still don't. Xylitol is a sugar substitute, tucked into sugar-free gum, mints, baked goods, toothpaste, and, most terrifyingly, some peanut butters. Peanut butter, the exact thing millions of owners stuff into a toy and call a healthy treat. Inside a dog, xylitol triggers a massive insulin dump. Blood sugar nosedives within minutes, collapse, weakness, seizures, and it can shut the liver down entirely, and it takes almost nothing. A few sticks of gum can drop a large dog into critical condition. So before that peanut butter jar touches a spoon, flip it over and read every word. So, real question, and I want your honest answer down in the comments. Out of all 19, how many have you fed your dog without knowing? Be honest. Most people are stunned when they actually count. Drop your number below, because the moment you write it down, you're far less likely to ever do it again. And if this changed the way you look at your dog's bowl even a little, subscribe. The next video flips it completely. The foods that are secretly amazing for your dog. The ones vets actually want you feeding. Your dog can't read the label. That's your job. Don't let it down.